important thing that we saw was that substance use follows birth cohorts. Take a look at the birth cohort 1985 and 1991, 6 years later. The ones who were born 85, when they were 13-year-old, 20% had become drunk once in their life. 2 years later, when they were 15, 57%. The cohort born 6 years later, when they were 13, 10% had become drunk. 2 years after that, 41%, not 57. 10, 20, 41, 57. So we could see that by delaying the initiation of using, for example, alcohol, you were actually reducing it for a longer time. And let me prove that to you, because we have been monitoring the group 16 to 20-year-old in high schools since '92, and this is daily smoking and how that's been going down. And alcohol use, 16 to 20-year-old students who have become drunk in the past 30 days. In the year 2000, this was 64%. 2016, in the last survey, 38%. So if you take all 16 to 20-year-old students in Iceland in high schools and look at how much they are drinking in 2016, this is less than 15 and 16-year-old adolescents in secondary school 20 years ago. 15 and 16-year-old in '98, 42%. And if we only take those who are underage in high schools in 2016, this is 25%. So the change is huge. Those who have never become drunk, never in their life, in high schools, 16 to 20-year-old, in the year 2000, 18% had never become drunk. 18. 2016, 46%, almost half of all 16 to 20-year-old in school have never become drunk. And we are hearing of things called alcohol-free parties. I mean, come on, who would have thought? So you come to a party, but there is no alcohol. And if we imagine that, I mean, the next survey is this year or next in this age group. If we imagine that this number will be 60, 70% in 5 or 10, 15 years. I mean, when you're 20 and you've never tried alcohol, never become drunk, will you suddenly start then? What's the likelihood? I don't think so. So we're actually changing the society in this sense. And many people say, well, isn't just cannabis coming in instead? But that's also going down. I can show you that. And many have these concerns. This is from the National Institute of Health in the US, that underage drinking is a leading public health problem. And those starting to drink before the age of 15 are 4 times more likely to report or being alcoholics later on in their lives. So if we can get them through this period of time, I'm not saying never drink, but if we can get them through this period, we're going to change the society for the future. Emmett mentioned the cost here before. The numbers are too high. Cannabis, 16 to 20-year-old, from the year 2010 to 16, is also going down. So this is the trend. Substance use follows cohorts. So based on that, this was our focus in Iceland. Primary prevention. Prevent the development of substance use before it starts. Of course, we have secondary and tertiary, like treatment, and treatment is of course very necessary. Has to be there. But by moving a little bit of the emphasis towards the front of the problem. Smoke detector instead of only fire extinguishers. These things can be changed.